My name is Meg Jones. I'm a reporter from the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. I'm working on a story today about the Civil War notebooks of Henry C. Koch. Now, he was a noted architect here in Milwaukee, and I didn't know this, but he designed the Milwaukee City Hall, Gesu Church, Turner Hall, Pfister, the Pfister Hotel, a lot of really interesting buildings that we kind of take for granted here in the city of Milwaukee. But what was interesting about Henry C. Koch was that when he was 21 years old, he enlisted in the Army in 1862, and he fought with the 24th Wisconsin Infantry in the Civil War. But fortunately for Henry, because a couple of hundred guys in his unit ended up dying in the Civil War, he was really good at sketching, and he soon was taken off the battlefield and was put on General Sheridan's topographical engineering survey team. And so the Wisconsin Historical Society just recently acquired 7 notebooks that he used when he was stationed with Sheridan during the Civil War, and they're fascinating. I went over to Madison this week just because I wanted to see them in person and feel them, and they're in remarkably good shape. And it's really kind of cool because what they were used for was, obviously they were used by Sheridan and his generals when they were plotting strategy, but then also after the war, the U.S. Army commissioned maps of many of the major battlefields, battles, and they used Henry Koch's notebooks. So I found out about this story from actually another reporter here, Jim Stingle, had heard about this from somebody that he knew, and Stingle knows that I like Civil War history. So he asked if I was interested, so I contacted the folks at the Wisconsin Historical Society. And mostly I wanted to see the notebooks as well, too, and kind of feel them. But then also I found a guy who's at Marquette University who wrote his master's thesis on Henry C. Koch, who was an interesting guy to kind of tell me a little bit about his history. And then interestingly enough, too, Henry's granddaughter is still alive and living in the area, so I chatted with her as well, too, about a grandfather. And I just finished the story, which I thought was pretty interesting. Just kind of a interesting side note to Wisconsin Civil War history.